The other day I was asked an absolutely brilliant question from a client. Sitting at this table, this lady looks at me, she's like, "So what do you actually do?" And obviously I don't get asked that often because we put proposals together, you show people exactly where you want to take them, but to her, she obviously didn't see what we had put together, so I started my 10-minute rant about, yeah, we're giving you a website, it's a tool, and your marketing plan, really, it's just a plan until you implement. So what I explained to her is that we go through a process of research, create, engage, measure. We research, we understand who you are as a company, everything about you, and the why you exist. Once we understand why you exist, it's a lot easier to help you out what you do. After research, then we go into create. We create the plan. We figure out what your competitive advantage is, what your competition would not do. We figure out how you're going to stand out. Once we figure that out, then we have to implement. Planning is simple, implementation is hard. Always remember that. You're always never going to want to implement. You're always going to find things wrong with it. You're always going to sit at the drawing board and say, you know, we need to plan more. Bullshit. Implement. Go to market. Engage, which is our next step. Once you have the plan, once you've created the plan, then you have to engage your customers. Figure out how they want to be talked to. Do you actually ask them if they want to be sent a newsletter every month? Maybe it's about time we figured out how they want to be talked to. After we figure out how we're going to engage, how we're going to communicate with your customers or potential customers, then we measure it all. With a measurement metric, a dashboard that we've set up, that's how we prove that this stuff works. That's how we say, hey, we're taking you from here and going to here. If someone says they can't measure social media, you should give them like a Ken from Street Fighter uppercut right under the chin, because it's insane to think you can't measure your marketing. You have to measure. That's how we run it up. So research, create, engage, measure. By the time we're done, usually about 3 to 4 months, then we're taking on new concepts because we've caught it in made your entire marketing strategy social. So that's when we get into the real fun stuff. But as a company, that's what we do. We take you from here to here. We make you smarter all along the way. And yeah, we have a little bit of fun while we do it. Uppercut if you can't measure.
Let me yell it out if I spell it out. Will you hear me if I tell you about how it has to be before it gets too late? Now it is as I said I'd be. There's something right about you and me. Something right about you and me.